What's going on, Internet? Iron Jordan here. Today, we're talking about something pretty exciting, and that is that the Digimon card game that has been such a success in Japan since its release in March is coming to a global English release. This happens in January, but we are having a pre sale in November. So, what is the pre sale exactly? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So, the Super Pre Sale happens in November, which is 2 months ahead of schedule. Really, really nice. And select stores will be getting booster boxes and starter decks to go ahead and sell to your players and go ahead and get them out in the wild and get them playing the game, get them excited, all that other stuff. So, I will say that this game is made by Bandai. So if your store already gets Bandai product, if your store already orders Dragon Ball Super product, it might not be that difficult to get your hands on these. Just make sure that your store has, the demand for it. Make sure that there's actually some kind of player base to be had for this game. But like I said, if you're already ordering from Bandai, which I believe their supplier is GTS, I'm not totally sure about that. But if you're ordering from Bandai already, if you're ordering DBS already, it shouldn't be too difficult to get your hands on these. So that's the first little bit of information. What we're going to be doing in the rest of this video is giving you resources to check the game out, to keep up with it, and if you want to play it, you can go ahead and do that right now. And what we'll do is we'll move on to this one, which is Octagon. So Octagon is a client where you can play different card games. I have used it for a couple years to play the Panini Dragon Ball Z card game. Recently, I've been using it to play Dragon Ball Super. And if you have it downloaded already, you can go ahead and download the Digimon TCG plugin and download the image packs and go ahead and get started. It's a really easy program to use once you get the initial installation done. So you can go ahead and go to this website up here, digimontcg.wordpress.com, and they have the plugin where you can go ahead and download Octagon. You'll see here there's an example of building your decks. They have all the image packs in English, so you don't have to go looking for any translations during your games. Super nice, super, super nice. Here's a setup of the field and all that other stuff, and then they give you a little installation how to play the card game online, which is really, really nice. There's your first little resource. Your second one is the DigimonCard.dev deck builder. So this is similar to like Shenron's Lair or all these other websites that you could build decks on, but it's for the Digimon card game. And what we're going to do in this is I'm going to show off a little bit of what I've been working on. I honestly, guys, I just got into this game probably 2 weeks ago. I'm really excited about it. I'm very hyped for the English release. I can't wait to get my hands on the physical cards, but for now, online is what we have, so this is what I'll be dealing with for the next month and a half or so. Looking at a deck, it is made up of 50 cards, so just like Dragon Ball Super, until they upped it to 60, it's made up of 50 cards in your main deck and up to 5 Digi-Eggs, Digitama. So that's these little things right here. Looking at this little list right here, I'll just kind of scroll through. That way you can see what I've built. I like yellow so far. Yellow seems really cool, and so I built a yellow deck. I like to keep my life total high, so yellow it is. These Digitama over here are kind of like, if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, they're kind of like your extra deck, but not really. They're like your commander in Magic, but not really, because you don't have to pay anything for them. They are simply an extra deck that sits to the side, and at the start of your turn, you flip one of the cards up, or you move the card into the battle area. These cannot be attacked, they cannot attack, all that other stuff. It's really, really nice, and they evolve and all that other stuff. That's your first type of card. Now, the rest of your deck is made out of tamers. So you see here we have TK, he's a tamer. You have your option cards, which are essentially your extra cards or your sorceries, instants, whatever from Magic. And then you have the rest of the deck is Digimon, which are your monsters, your whatever. So, looking at the Digimon each have a level. So this guy's level 3, the Digitama are level 2. You can then pay the evolution cost, which is right here. So we pay 0 to evolve on top of a level 2. It says that right there. And we evolve it on top of this Cupimon. And then this is an inherent skill to every level up. You draw a card. So each Digimon is a cantrip. It doesn't say that anywhere on the card, but whenever you level up your Digimon, you draw a card. Super solid, really nice. You can also just hard cast the Digimon from your hand for its actual cost, and we'll get to mana costs and like how you pay for energy and stuff like that in this game in just a little bit. You have your DP, which is your Digipower or your digital power, whatever it is. It's the power and toughness of your Digimon. It's probably more akin to say that it's power from Dragon Ball, because it works the same way. This dictates whether or not a Digimon loses or wins a battle with another Digimon or security card, which we'll get to. So next you have your tamers. Tamers also have their specified costs. These are kind of like enchantments from Magic or like field cards from Dragon Ball because you can't really interact with them, you can't really attack them, but they have static effects and they have security effects that help you win the game. Then, like I said, you have your option cards, which also have security effects and act as your extra cards. So, what are security? We've already said that word a couple times. Security is your life total in this game. It is your prize from Pokemon. It is your life from DBS. It is almost exactly the same mechanic. At the beginning of the game, you set up 5 security. Then, when your security is attacked, you reveal the card, and then you do whatever it says on the security effect and tip it. Now, currently, only tamers and option cards have security effects, but we could potentially in the future see Digimon with security effects or whatever. Now, when a Digimon attaches a security effect, they do a security check, and if it's a Digimon that's revealed from the security area and the security Digimon has more power than the Digimon that's attacking the security, then the Digimon that's attacking security is KO'd. So it does have a little bit of a defensive thing. However, no matter what, the security card is destroyed. So even if a 1000 power Digimon attacks into a 10,000 power security Digimon, the security Digimon will still go to the discard pile, or the trash, I think it's called in this game. Now, what is the mana system in this game? So you see all these costs and all that other stuff. Well, how do you pay mana? So in this game, unlike Dragon Ball, unlike Magic, you don't have to take cards out of your hand to place into your energy or into your mana. It works on the Chrono Clash system, which is another Bandai game. If you've ever played Chrono Clash, it is a shared mana pool where whenever you use mana, you basically give that much to your opponent. So let's say, for example, if I had 6 energy, 6 memory, 6 mana, whatever you want to call it, and I decided to play this TK, I have 6 of my memory, and I pay 4 of it to play the TK. Now I'm at 2. So the memory gauge is at 2 on my side. If I wanted to play another TK, I can still do that despite the fact that I only have 2 memory. It would just go over to my opponent. It would bleed over into my opponent's. So I have 2 left. I play a 4 cost card. It immediately ends my turn because the gauge passes 0, and then they start their turn with 2 memory. So they have 2 memory to work with on their turn, and that's how it works. So that's just a tiny rundown of the mechanics of the game. We'll have gameplay videos as we keep going forward. I already have Octagon downloaded. I've already tested it, so we will kind of walk you guys through how the game is played, and we'll have a more in-depth version on how the game works and the rules and all that other stuff as we go along, especially if these videos are popular and people end up liking them. The next thing I'm going to give you is another resource, which is the Digimon Card Game Facebook page. This is what it looks like. This is the English version of the game. This is where all your official news is going to come from. They're giving away promo packs for people that enter the sweepstakes. There's 2,500 winners, so it's really nice. So probably a good portion of the community is going to end up walk away with these tournament packs, which is really, really nice. And then perforated versions of these mini half deck starter deck things. And that's also where we got our first initial looked at the promo packs. The next piece of the next tool I want to give you guys is the Digimon Card Game TCG Facebook group. This is the place where a lot of the players are going to be talking. This is similar to the Dragon Ball Super Card Game community discussion group. So if you're on that, you'll probably be linked to that. You'll see a bunch of familiar faces in here, as a lot of the people that are playing DBS are going to be playing Digimon. So this is a really good resource. This is really nice for learning about the game. It's really nice for meeting up with people that want to play the game and all that other stuff. And it's where you're going to find a lot of your news, even maybe before it's on this page. So yeah, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. I'll be making more Digimon content as the year rolls along and we get closer to release, which is really, really exciting. Guys, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more Digimon and Dragon Ball content if you want to watch more Dragon Ball content. Leave a comment and we'll talk about the game. I'm really excited. So as you can tell, I've probably been out of breath this entire video because I'm just trying to get all my thoughts out about this game at the same time. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a good one.